Hello, it is I, your resident memester. I didn't spend nearly enough time setting up. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Hello, it's been a week. A horrible week, but a week. Like the day after I did my stream last week, I woke up with an ear infection. And then over the weekend, it became a second ear infection. So that was nice. Let me just get this thing going. Anyway, so I haven't been able to hear all week, and I've been in a bit of pain for most of it. It's mostly cleared up by now. The right ear is fine. The left ear is still a little bit painful and itchy. But other than that, yeah. And I've got to leave on an apartment, so you won't have this background soon. I'm not sure when I move in yet. Should be sometime next week, hopefully. And I plan on doing a stream as soon as I can when I set up in there. So yeah. That's how my week's been. How about you guys? I did clean up the dwarf model, and I think for now we're gonna wrap them up. They still need a base wash, and they need to be based properly. And I haven't done the flag on the standard bearer, the crab thing. But that's it. Other than that, they're pretty much done. And as they are right now, I'd call them tabletop ready. So, pretty good. So I think we're gonna move on. And I think I want to move on to the two Hellstorm Battery and Hellstorm Rocket crews. The Rocket crew, well, it's the same kit, but it comes with a lot of the pieces for either. It comes with pieces for both. The same base kit, but because I have a 3D printer, I can print off of the pieces that I don't have for the Hellstorm. And with that, have both. So all I need is the crew, because you do need a crew for those units. So I've got. I went out and just grabbed some like random bits from my local game store because they have a bit box. And I created this guy. Figure he got like a little hammer and a sword, fancy hat, and yeah. And then I created this guy. I used the Cadian. I want to say it's a Cadian command squad, like captain or something. But he got the arms for the Hell Blaster gun. This is like the bullet for it. And then he got one of the Empire head. And then I created this guy from another Cadian body, and I think this is just an old Cadian body. I'm not sure. It didn't look like didn't look like the other Cadian body that I've seen. Anyway, and then I used the rocket arms and another Empire head. So that's kind of what I created just off the bat. And then these guys came with the kit. So that the bodies and stuff came with the kit. So that's kind of what I did there. I'm actually noticing that the bases, these guys' bases are higher by like a little tiny bit. Can't tell by how much. But anyway, so I figured the way I'll be using them is this guy, and this guy for the gun, and this guy, and this guy for the rocket. So first up first, we gotta create a color scheme, don't we? I don't know what I want to do for a color scheme. I could do something similar to the dwarf and have that be like a city theme. Because the dwarves are supposed to be from Greywater Fastness, and it would make sense for these guys to be from there too, because that's like the artillery place. It's where like all the war machines come from, at least in the lore. So having like blue and maybe like a yellow or like a pale cream color, I think could look good. I plan on doing very different skin tones, because I can, I suppose. Some white, some brown, some black, for skin tones. But that's not like something I'm too worried about. We'll get to that when we get to that. Right now I think the big thing is determining what the skin tone of the, sorry, not skin tone, what the color scheme of these guys in general is gonna be. So so let's think, and let's kind of take some notes here. Got artillery. I can also bring up the got the artillery pieces themselves here, but I'm not gonna paint them, at least not here. This is the Hell Blaster gun. It's like a big old gallon gun. Very cool looking. And then, not completed yet, which is why I'm not painting them yet, but this is the rocket salvo of the Hellstorm rocket battery. So like, the way these things work is, this like bottom half basically is interchangeable for these two. And you can just sort of like slot them on. But I want to have both. So that's what I'm doing here. Ah! Sorry. I don't know what that noise was. But anyway, so I think it's kind of important to sort of like think about what, think about like what these guys, who these guys are. They're not soldiers, simply. They're not like the frontline soldiers. They're the guys who manage the guns from afar. So I think in that regard, we can make them a bit more colorful and less like armored than we would with like a, like say I had like Stormcast or whatever. I do a Stormcast. You can see with Stormcast here, they're the armor is a huge part of it, and color, the road, is part of it, and that's because these guys are all like withered. These specific Stormcats are all like withered. So, in this case, I think I just want to do like a cloth, and I'm wondering. What kind of color I want to do specifically. We do have our color palette, red palette here, although I might change the sheet. Because I think most of these paints are dried, and I don't know if I'm going to use any of these. Yeah. It's tough, because, like, I don't know. You guys have got any suggestions, obviously, feel free to place them. I'm not liking this song. I'm skipping that. Come on, I'm on indie rock, right? I'm on the indie station. See what metal's got. Anyway, yeah, the color scheme. What if I stick with blue? Because I do like that color, but instead of using Degadon scale as like the base color, I'm going to use Cantor blue, which I think is like a darker. It's still a dark blue, but it's not quite as much green. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I think you guys can, but I think there's a fan going on upstairs. Like a bathroom fan or something. Anyway. Yeah. I think that might look good. A dark blue with like a sort of cream looking color. Like slightly yellowish, but not quite. Almost like maybe like aged, like a red once white, but it's been sort of become yellowed and aged. So let's do what we got in terms of paint here. Actually, do want to break this paint out at some point. This is the Fang. It's like a blue-gray color, and that'll work really well for what we want to go with here. Plus, I haven't used it. I have used Cantor blue, and it looks good, but I do want to always use new stuff. So we'll see how this looks. Please check and make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. Alright, one second. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. Just like that. Clean out some of the creases here because they're pretty bad. Getting in my way. Okay. So. Yeah, so I think we're going to use the Fang here as like a primary color. And it'll be similar enough blue to mesh well with the dwarves that we just did. It will be a part of the same army. At least most games will be. And that'll kind of give us like a consistent theming of like blue as a primary. Plus, it's not like too over the top of the blue. It's a very muted looking blue from what I can tell. So I think that's what we're going to stick with. Question is, which guy do we paint first? Because they're very different looking models. The Iron Drakes all kind of look the same. These guys do not. So, shake and paint first. I made sure to add a paint mixing ball in each of these when I transfer the paint over into these little into the dropper bottles to help mix them up when I shake them. Sort of like same kind of theory that like a can of spray paint uses, you know. 3 drops of that should be more than enough. Have that here, right next to the microphone, and grab a the song title is pretty good. Machine Gun Heaven. Pretty close to what these guys are going for. Put down onto that paint, get it nice and thin. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's exactly the kind of consistency you want. And that's the kind of color I want too. You guys can't see it because it's on the palette, but I will show you. Let's start with this guy. It occurs to me that I'm not actually sure what this guy I want to start with. Let's start with this guy. Looks like the most generic looking, I guess. So it's like a blue jacket. Yeah, it's kind of blue. I think definitely the kind of color I want to go for. It almost sort of reminds me of Union blue, like a Civil War kind of blue. I think it's good. That's kind of, you know, what I want to go for, I think. Can't tell if that's a belt. Oh, no, that is definitely the edge of the shirt. I don't know, I'm not feeling the music, guys. See if I can just find good old rock and roll. Okay, the other flicks. The other sound. Is that the Doom opening? Oh, I'm a Kid Live. No, I'm playing Kid Live. Fuck it, they. Like, it sounds cool and all, but nah, man. I'm gonna be riding those fucking bears. Actually, no. You know what I'm gonna be playing? I'm gonna be playing motherfucking Corn. Just like I do on the tabletop when I play Chaos. That fucking Bloodthirster, thick as fuck. Hands down the coolest fucking thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, as I understand it, Cathay's never been on the tabletop, has it? I think Kid Live used to, like, way back, and I know they're getting a revamp with, the old world stuff that GW's doing, but, I don't think Cathay's ever been on the tabletop. I'm painting, two things, technically. I'm painting the crews for, the Hellstorm rocket battery / Hellblaster volley gun. And I'm painting them to sort of match, the bluish theme of some Iron Drakes I painted a while back. So I'm using a sort of blue, like a dark gray blue. And at the moment, they're kind of giving me like a Civil War Union vibe. So, I'm liking them so far. And this paint job, I don't know how long this entire crew will take, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long, because I don't think I'm going to be using too many colors for these guys. Of course, I say that every fucking time, and every time I end up using like 8 colors. Honestly, I'd never even heard of Cathay until now. Yeah, neither had I. I think it was like an obscure lore thing. They didn't have any tabletop units, and like barely anybody knew about them. I guess like the only thing, the only kind of tabletop representation would have been through like kit bashing, which is the case for a lot of tabletop stuff. And Warhammer. Even in Age of Sigmar, but still. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm loving this blue. It looks very nice so far. Do we have a release date on Total War Warhammer thing, by the way, or I know we've got the trailer out, but did we get a release date with it? This year, okay. Yeah, why? Late 2021, okay. That makes sense, I suppose. Had to take a break from painting. What happened, bud? Oh, I see. Okay, you've been at it all day. Okay, I thought you meant like in general you had to take a break from painting. Yeah. Yeah, it can certainly be time consuming, and I've certainly had times where I've just like gotten in the zone and just done it for like 8 hours straight. Oh, shit, Lord of Shame, that's nice. Do you play Age of Sigma or 40k? Or both? Anyway, nice. Same, I'm just not a fan of the factions of 40k. I think they're a little bit too, like, all evil for me. Plus, the rules seem a lot more confusing. Like the vehicles and stuff, it just doesn't appeal to me. So AOS is my preferred game, but I do like Kill Team. I like Kill Team. Nice, yeah. Yeah, COVID's been tough, man. I'm lucky that I got into this with a friend, who's usually in here, but I think he might have fallen asleep making more Tech Guard. Yeah, we got into it together earlier last year, around September-ish. We played a few games now. I play mostly Order, but I've been printing off a Chaos Corn army that I will get to painting eventually. I've got a huge backlog of painting to do. And he played mostly Death. So that's jacket number 1 done. Oh, nice. Gaven. We played in Tabletop Simulator, and I've got that video on my YouTube channel, but I don't recommend watching it because the internet is really bad, and you can like barely tell what's going on. It's just a VOD from the game, but we played. Depends. They better be safe for work and virus free. Yeah. That what you did? That's really nice looking. That's some excellent blending. You do that with a brush or with an airbrush? Nice. Yeah, that looks good. Airbrush, nice, yeah. Got an airbrush, but I don't have it here. I will be able to set that up eventually and start using it, but not right now. So, stuck to using my pathetic little hand for now. But God, airbrushing makes it so much easier to blend stuff, it really does. And it looks so good when you do it. So, yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, for real. Good for highlighting, it's good for base coating, it's good for... I guess like the only thing it's not great for is detail. But if you're like super careful, you could probably do detail with it too. Yeah. This guy's outfit kind of reminds me of like an aviator jacket. I'm not sure why. Guess this is not like what I'm considering doing when I like think of these. Yeah. Yeah, you may notice that some of these guys are prime gray, these are better prime. I was trying to do like a zenithal highlighting with primer, and I wasn't using very good primer or priming skill. The white primer is like very glossy on like all of the models that I did this for, which makes it a little bit harder for the paint to stick to it. Yeah, so I kind of regret doing that, but gotta work past that, unfortunately. I'll just be sticking to the gray primer for now, and then doing my zenithal highlight with the airbrush. Okay. Yeah, it's difficult because like two of these guys are using Cadian 40k Cadian Shock Trooper, Cadian Imperial Guard bodies, and they're like they're a little bit different. I think I can paint it so that you can't quite tell that they're Cadian bodies, but they look a little bit different than the aesthetics that the rest of these guys have. This is a breastplate. I'm gonna leave that. I'm instead going to do the poofy arm around instead. I'm gonna try and do like stripes down them. My first time trying to do like stripes, by the way, so I'm probably gonna fuck it up. Oh man, that applies way better, by the way, to this primer. And the primer that I use for these is the Army Painter primer. It's like designed for mini painting, so much smoother and doesn't block up as much of the detail when you paint it. And this brush isn't the best. I'm rough on my brushes sometimes. This one included. Yeah, so I don't know how well you can see it, but I've just done like this straight down the arms here. Because this guy's chest and back here are like a breastplate, so that's gonna be like the metallic armor color. And I think that's because this is a Spearman, maybe? I don't know what model this is supposed to be, but it's not one of the ones that came with the gunnery crews. Hence why it is primed a different color. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. Don't want to be too far away. Do you want to get you guys, I'll let you guys be able to see this. Yeah. So this is like kit back together. I don't think any are like individual pieces from the same thing. This is just a sword and a scabbard that I found. This guy's hand and hammer is from a different thing. I think it might. I don't even think these two weapons are from Warhammer. The head I'm pretty sure is Warhammer. The body I'm pretty sure is Warhammer. And those are all the pieces that I've got. So do this last one in between right here. Yeah. Alright, so that's where we're at with that. And then this guy, who I think should have more to paint. Yeah. We'll do, I think his whole, like, this skirt thing is connected to his coat. So we'll actually do them both in the same blue. Yeah, that looks like it's the case. And then, yeah, I don't see any belt, so I'm gonna assume that that's the case here. Oh, jeez. That title is great. And entirely true. People in Wisconsin get along better when the Packers win. Fucking mood right there. Oh, there is a belt. Huh, I can barely see it. I admire this man's fashion sense, by the way. This is a very fashionable looking outfit. I like this. It's a very nice looking dress. And he pulled it off very well. Good for him. Break. And I think I'm still gonna end up doing his arms here in the same strike pattern that I did with the other guy. Alright. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Tired already? What the fuck? I've only been streaming for like an hour. Okay. Let's do the arms here. One, control one. I feel like I was just listening to a fucking Guitar Hero song. I love Miracle Sound. I'm still not sure if like stuff will get me a copyright claimed or whatever on Twitch. I suppose at the same time I'm not really caring too much. Like, I suppose it's a VOD style that sucks, but I don't know. It doesn't silence the... It just silences the VOD, right? It doesn't silence the stream when it's playing. Of course, could they... I don't know, could they even like do that? Like... I don't know. Okay, look at that. Good nice little shoulder pad there. And then the other color will do as well. Not being like too careful, by the way. This is like the stage where it doesn't really matter if you like accidentally get paint on something that you plan on painting a different color. I don't want to play second Miracle Sound in a row. Okay, let's get this one. Here we go. I should not have painted, should not have primed these in non. It's hard to tell like what is and isn't. One of the wedges for the. But anyway, yeah, I think it's starting to sort of already take form in terms of like the color scheme. Okay, now for the tricky one, because these guys, they're not exactly in, I suppose I could do the Cadian colors, but I'll follow the Cadian lines and stuff and just do it in the same color. If I wanted to like really do it, I could probably like really make this distinguished from from the Cadian body that it's originally on, but like I don't know what this red spot is here. I don't know if you can see it. Like a weird red spot there in between, like where the belt is. I don't know. Looks like it's getting covered up by the paint, but a little worrying. So I'm fairly certain Matt's asleep, because like he hasn't said shit yet. He said he was making more tech guard until he passed out. And that was 2 hours ago now. I think I saw his name in the chat earlier, but that's about it. So, been radio silent on this chat. Before he said something like, "I'm alive, motherfucker." Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. I had a Discord message, I thought it was him. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna use Cadian Guard and take the arms from this kit, they don't quite match perfectly. You see here I had to use a little bit of green stuff to get the arms to match. It's like a little bit too wide, I guess, for the Cadian Guard body, I guess like that. Well, just this one. Because the other one did fine. But I think this is a different Cadian body, and I don't know what the difference between them is. This one's got like a looser skirt. I like looser, like, I don't want to call it like a skirt, because it's not like a full skirt, but you can see like the stuff I painted is a little bit looser than the one on the other Cadian body. Well, let's paint the armbands here. add more paint to this pretty soon. Yeah. Probably even before I finish this guy. Okay. Yeah. And then I think for the arms on this guy at least, I think I'm gonna do them blue. Yeah. I was all the way up to past the elbow here. Okay. Add a couple more drops. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm listening to a fucking anime ending. Or opening. I said that, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you, motherfucker? You know why you're here. You know who I am. I'm the weed fucking warrior, bitch. Alright. Okay, that's this guy. Nice and done. Oh, one guy left. Nice. That's just the one color done. At least the torso, like upper body part. Okay. I feel like this body is a bit more obvious that it's a Cadian body than the other one was. Yeah, again, they like stuff I can do to hide it, but I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know how worth it would be to hide it if it's gonna be like one guy and a crew. You know. Anyway, that's the last of the jacket done in that bang blue, and frankly, I'm impressed. I think it looks very nice. This is the first day we did, I think, tonight, and like, it's like exactly the kind of blue I was going for. It's sort of like dark blue-gray. To sort of contrast from the blue-green of the dwarves earlier. Yeah. I think from here we do pants, and pants are going to be tricky because I want to do blue for some of them, but not for all of them. The same blue. My finger popped like a motherfucker. Holy shit. Okay. I think the big thing is, like, I don't know what to paint this guy's crotch. And that sounds weird. But let me explain. This guy has a very pronounced bulge. Either because he's got, like, a steel padding there, or he's just got the biggest dick in the mortal realm. The latter sounds cooler, so we're gonna go with the latter. Anyway. I want to do the stripes up the legs, because that's what, like, it looks like that's going for it, and it'll be, like, blue and, like, a white bone, kind of off-white, clean white color. So I guess the question is, like, do I paint the bulge blue or white, or do I paint it a different color entirely? And same goes for his butt. I think the answer I'm going to come to is I'm just going to paint his, like, entire sort of hip area blue. Like this sort of G-string area, I guess. His butt and his bulge basically will be blue, and then we'll do the stripes. Yeah. These guys are going way faster than the Iron Drakes were. Yeah, because the Iron Drakes have like a lot of little stuff to worry about. These guys aren't quite as... I don't want to say they're not as detailed, because they're still pretty detailed. It's just that they're not as complex. There's, you know, not as much to do with them. Which makes sense, because they're not meant to be like the center of the field. They're kind of way in the back most of the time. So that's blue balls. And then we'll go under his butt. And around butt and get that blue. And up here blue. So I can see a little red line. It seems like my boy the GW have already thought of this problem and solved it by giving us little grooves to follow. I didn't notice it because of the priming job that I did, the terrible priming job that I did. But anyway, good to see. So let's go. I'm gonna do it all the way down the leg, starting from here down. Down. And then leather, I don't know what I'll do for leather yet. I might do XC88, like the primary leather color, or maybe a darker brown or black. I'm not sure yet. Gonna make like a mental note or something to note that whenever I paint the cream white, and it might be the next thing I do, but that I want to go this blue again to match up with these lines. Okay. I can't tell which one is supposed to be next on there, so we'll start on the next leg. All the way down the leg. I'll admit, I've never been like a huge fan of this aesthetic, but I'm actually liking how this is turning out. Like sort of like the aesthetic, I guess. Like I guess I kind of always thought it looked kind of goofy. But I think for Warhammer, a game that is already kind of steeped in some pretty goofy shit already, I don't mind it like that much. If you want an example of some goofy shit, there's psychedelic mushroom eating goblins in this game. They are hilarious. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Might have to double check on it, but for now, I think that looks good. This guy is way easier to do. We can just paint the leg blue. Damn, look at that fucking dump truck. Fucking Pixar mom over here. God damn. Very nice. I do approve of this dump truck ass. This guy's also got a bulge. Oh, there's actually a little like cod piece on here. Okay. So this guy does not have the second largest dick in Warhammer. I just ignore. You just had the cod piece. What a coward. Look at that kind of line going all the way down it. Oh, okay. That does change things a little bit. I'll do the outer line blue, because I've already done that down most of the leg. We'll do the inner leg, light, the cream light. I didn't even notice, like, the seam there. Is that a seam, or is that just, like, a crease line? Pretty sure this song's already played this stream, but I actually don't mind because I like it. I don't see a crease line here, so I'm assuming this is just like a crease line on the back instead of a like dividing line for the colors. No, we'll paint all the way. We'll paint the whole leg blue. On this side. There's stuff on the other leg. Looks like that. Okay, looks like you got like a towel or something over, like hanging over his belt on this side. So we're actually gonna paint around that. We'll paint that like a banner or something on his leg, maybe. guy actually kind of reminds me of like a pit stop tech, you know what I mean? Alright, Mr. Dump Truck done. Alright. This guy, I think, his legs are kind of done. He's got like furled, and then boot. I think we'll do the furled in like a white, in the white color, just completely. And then the boot. So, that guy's done. This guy has him on the back, but furled in the front. And a codpiece, naturally. Clean this brush off first as we try and figure out what to do here. Well, conflicted on what I want to do here. Maybe I do the pants in blue, and then the furled in white, or cream or whatever. Oh, I forgot one of the stripes.
When winter comes, when life is frozen, when the moors they hide away under the snow, fingers of doom will clutch the chosen, all beasts will shiver from the lion to the crow. When winter comes, when times are starkest, when the wailing of the wolves fades with the sun, the wilds are numb, the days are darkest, the fates of many cease to rest on only one. Wars will not hold the winter over and under.
Feeling this song right now. It snowed like 12 inches today. Good old Midwest winter.
myths of yesterday to true. Walls will not hold the winds over and underground. Walls will not hold the winter, all in the way we'll fall. Walls will not hold the winter, over and underground. Walls will not hold the winter, all in the way we'll fall. Come down unless you're bulletproof. We float off the ground, suspended interlude. It's all the same again. I see a hole in your reflection. We all betray, but still defend our cruel imagination. I never wanna come back down. Don't wanna feel this low again. Don't wanna bring you down. 'Cause we can never.
Hello, welcome back. I'm painting these delightfully thick booties. And, well, I haven't really painted any cod piece. I painted one cod piece. Because I don't think he actually had like a cod piece on. Oh no, he did. Wow, I'm blind tonight. I know, like, they're all fucking thick. I think, this has been the thickest boy. Like a fucking Pixar mom. I think I just finished this guy up. And then down to the two Acadian boys. They do not have thick boys. Unfortunately. They don't build them the same down in Cadia. And that'll be like the bulk of this blue that I do for these guys. There might be like small details and hats and stuff that I paint blue, the same blue. But for the most part, I think this will be like it. I will want to keep an eye on for obviously detail work, or for fixing mistakes, but other than that, it's pretty much gonna be the next few colors. Debating whether or not I want to do skin tone first, and then the cream color, or if I want to do the cream color first. Skin tones I'd have to pull out a lot of different colors for, which is sort of the only thing I don't want to have to do. So it'll depend, I suppose. What are we at? We're at 145. And it just hit midnight. I suppose it's time to start wrapping stuff up. Yeah, I suppose we'll work on skin tone tomorrow then, or whenever I get streaming next, because I don't know. Yeah. And I've been liking how these guys have been turning out so far. They're much easier to paint, I think, than the Iron Drakes were. Partly because they isn't as much like hidden by just a big giant flamethrower, but partly just because they're like they're a lot less like complicated to paint. There's not as much to like think about, like much to worry about. Yeah. Yeah. These guys really do give off like that Double Void Union vibe, but I think meshes fairly well with sort of Napoleonic vibe that I was trying to get with the Iron Drake. So I've been pretty happy with these. And I'm very happy with this paint. I haven't gotten a chance to use it before, so I'm glad to have it here and now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for tonight. I think I've gotten all of them. This guy... Wait, it's like they're gonna be mostly boots there. Yeah. I mean, if you've been enjoying the thing, and you're not, feel free to follow. I stream when I can, or when I'm like up to it. Which has been tricky the past few weeks because of like personal life events. Hopefully I should be able to start streaming more in the near future, like a lot more. So you probably don't want to miss that, so be sure to follow. Yeah, one can hope. I think I'm at 1.5. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, and we are slowly but surely painting my City of Sigma army. With a lot of gray to get through. But we're getting through it. Slowly. And don't call me Shirley. There's the airplane reference that I like. Alright. Alright, let's wrap up for the night. Once I move into a new place, I can get the 3D printer set up too. And just print out like even more stuff to paint, which is exciting. if only compounding the backlog of stuff that I have right now. But you know how it is. Plastic crack, as it were. Anyways, hey, I think that's gonna be it for the night. I'm gonna try and stream more, like I said. I think maybe I can get a stream in tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, have a nice night. Don't die. If it's snowy as hell like it is here, careful on the road. And I'll see you next stream. Thanks.